Hello and welcome to another exciting episode of
The English Couple, The English Couple, The English Couple.
The Couple of English People. And today we're sitting in the van in a little village called...
Very.
Very nice it is too. I have made a video here on my other channel some time ago, but Julia's not been here and I haven't been here for a while. It's a bit windy out there, but we thought we'll have a walk around and just see what it is. So if there's a bit of blowing on the mics, sorry about it. We've just been to the farm shop and bought some stuff. I'm going to hand this over to you because I'm going to make sure my phone is on silent.
That's what I've just done.
In fact, I'm going to leave my phone in the van out the way so nobody knows.
Not risking.
Pick my nose as well, which I do a lot of. And we'll get out. I'll come round and meet you.
Come round and meet you this way. Let's see him getting out there. I fumbled with the door trying to get out earlier, but I managed it this time. Here he is.
And the sun has just come out, so that's very nice. And we're in this absolutely idyllic little place called Bury. Have a look at this. This is the high street, or part of, well, I don't know if it's a high street, to be honest. And as we drove in, Julia,
Yeah.
what was your immediate impression?
I was having, my brain had a little bit of a meltdown. I was like, oh, nice, oh, nice, oh.
Did I just lock that? I think
you did. I heard it go click.
Oh, well, that's all right then. I'm
Yeah.
sure there are no thieves in this place.
Of all the times I've driven past or near this place, I've never actually been into it, and it's so gorgeous.
I'm going to turn the camera around so that you get a good idea
Yes.
of some of the properties up here.
All the
And the thing is,
beautiful things.
everywhere you go, you think, oh, have a look at that, have a look at that.
Timber framed ones. There's these.
That
What do
is
you call it?
the village hall, Bury
Flint.
Village Shop and Post Office, it says there.
Flint covered one. It's lovely red brick. Are they Georgian?
These look Victorian,
Victorian.
actually.
Yeah, I'm not very good with that.
But the thing is, this will have a mixture of all sorts of properties here, and this is quite an old village. Whoops, here comes a car. Because we are, and we will see that hopefully on this walk, we are very close to the River Arun, and the Arun will come down because it goes down towards Littlehampton. Here we go, look at this.
Beautiful.
This looks like a very nice building with dormer windows and these sort of ends, like the East End or the West Wing type thing.
Another car.
They're calling them cottages, but I always think of cottages as being quite small.
They look more like moderate manor houses. Oh, wow. Good-sized farmhouse, at least.
Yeah. Well, this is good farming country, really, isn't it? We're at the foot of Bury Hill, which is behind us, and you can't really see too much of that. So we're kind of down in the base of the hill with these beautiful, and look at the, you know, stone and brick here,
Stunning.
which looks lovely. And
You've got
then
these thatched ones.
we've got over here Fogden's barn, thatched roof.
Absolutely
and then
stunning.
beyond that, if I lift that up, you can just see the barn beyond.
Another conversion, maybe?
Yeah.
Yep.
So it just shows you this was a farming village. And of course, there's very few farms now, as there would have been in the old days. Many more smaller farms, which is something I would love to see again. Small farms, mixed farms, serving the community.
Yeah, and enriching the environment again.
Yeah.
Yes, these gorgeous.
Here we go, look, daffodils
Thatched ones.
all around, which tells us, well, it doesn't necessarily tell us we're in spring, but we are now in spring,
We are,
even though it's a bit
absolutely.
blowy.
Yeah, it looks like all of these barns around here have been converted into homes.
Look
But-
at these. That looks like it's 18th century,
That's gorgeous.
Georgian type period. Morning. Morning. Just absolutely gorgeous.
Stunning. Everywhere you look, there's a beautiful home.
Now, to buy somewhere here, I mean, I'd love to buy somewhere here, if only we had several £1 million,
Yeah,
because you can't help thinking that's probably what you're looking at.
it is.
And then you've got to maintain it, you know, maintain that
That
wonderful
thatch.
thatch. And there's another barn there, look.
A converted barn. Oh,
Converted barn. So in the space of 100 yards, if that.
2, 4, 5.
There's two
There's
lots of barns.
at least 5 converted barns within this small bit we've walked.
It's just amazing. If we go down here, I think this will take us down to the river. People are in their garden there. I won't point the camera at them. It's very rude. But what a place to live, you know. If only one could live like this.
One of the best parts is Charlie's farm shop just around the corner.
Yeah. Now it says here the black dog and duck, and I think this was a pub at one time, that it unfortunately is now not.
It's absolutely stunning, amazing. The 2 different types of building just together like that. As the place is slowly not developed. That's got the worst connotations these days.
Yes.
Can't think of what I do mean.
It's beautiful. We're very lucky because most of the day it's supposed to rain, but actually the sun has come out and it's giving us this glorious
Window of opportunity.
Yeah, definitely. Look at this.
Oof.
It's so higgledy-piggledy.
Just look at these things.
And all these old barns.
Oh,
Look at
the old
that.
stables.
Stables, yeah, sorry, stables.
Sorry, I wasn't correcting you.
No.
It was just a realisation of what I was looking at. The farmhouse. It's an eclectic collection of little buildings that can, in their own right, if you know what you're looking at, can tell you a whole kind of history of the place in a way.
Absolutely. It's a fantastic place to live. I would dearly love to live here. We're walking now down this little footpath,
Dirt path, yeah.
which will take us down to the river and the church, which is just beyond this bit, not too far. So we're kind of now parallel to where the road was we had earlier. Yeah, and it's very beautiful. It's so nice to get out the house. I know I say that every time, but I think
because
this...
it's mean every time.
Yeah, this winter has been just so wet and dull. It hasn't been a nice winter. You know, like some winters you get those very crisp, sunny days, but it's very crisp and cold and frosty. We haven't really had many of those. So we've only got ordinary footwear on here.
Yeah.
Now that will take you to the river, but the best part, I think, is going to be down here, because we should get to the church, and we've got to go through this field. Well, hopefully there's no cows. It's a bit muddy.
Little muddy.
Across this way, and hopefully this will take us to... I mean, I'm guessing this. There's got to be a road to service those houses in the distance.
Yep.
Do apologise if you're hearing
Wind. It's not us, pardon me.
It's not us.
It's not funny. Also, I apologise for my lack of grasp on the English language today.
Your microphone is flopping about.
Not now.
It's because of the wind. I hadn't noticed about this. This is a very large field. It'd be lovely. I mean, you can see this is the kind of thing that these farms would have been farming, small fields like these. And I dare say at one time probably there had been a hedgerow across here to divide it into two. Sounds like
there's fire over there.
Fire going on in the background.
Controlled fire.
And then up above over here, Berry Hill, great ridge. Great big ridge of the South Downs. And beyond that, you go down towards Bognor.
In, out, shake it all about, this is the sun.
Yeah, it's on the A29, isn't it? And then that way, you get down towards Arundel. But here we are, we're coming up to the fence. I can smell the fire.
Smell
can
the
you
wood
smell
smoke, yeah.
Lovely, whoops. The shoes I've got on are very old now, and the unders, not the uppers, but the soles,
Very
they're very
worn down on
slippery,
one
so I
bit.
may at any second go
A over T, I think,
A
is
over
what
T,
you're trying
as
to
they
say.
say. I was just debating whether to actually use the words or not, but
No
I
need.
decided not to. through the kissing gate.
You're going to oblige me this time. Maybe not.
Oh, sorry. Oblige
It's okay,
you
no,
with,
you were
with a kiss. I was
more concerned with the camera, which is
yeah,
right.
I was going to hand you the
Right
camera
and true.
to give you a chance to do some filming.
We've got this lovely lane. The wood being burnt is over there somewhere.
Can't really see it, unfortunately,
No.
but you can smell it.
We'll be able to catch a glimpse, perhaps. No. Anyways, we can smell it.
And away we go down this little lane. Now, if I've got this right, the church is either down here by the river or up here a bit. Because I think I've come down here with the van in the past, or maybe the car when I had a car. I can't remember how I did it.
Absolutely
down-
stunning.
Down this way rings a bell. Upperton. Look at that place. Yeah, let me have a look at this. Nice place.
Beautiful. I'm at a loss to how to describe them without using the same words over and over again.
They're very nice, aren't they? Nice houses down
Oh,
here.
that's pretty.
I do like those houses. They're nice, aren't
Beautiful.
they? I think
It's gorgeous.
I think there's something very natural, very holistic about this kind of development, you know, that's grown over the centuries. These houses that have just been built. There's a certain age, there's a certain stature, there's historic value, of course, but there's just that sense of a community that's been built up over many, many years, rather than a housing development that is just whacked in and planned. There's a sort of sense of this place has grown up, matured, and therefore it just takes you. Let that car go by. It just takes you. I mean, I'm trying to be whimsical and philosophical here, and as you say, the words are not coming as clearly as one would like. But you can see, you know, the beginnings of its history. There, the farm, here, farmhouse. Beyond this, the stables and things. But what you get is how many of them were little farms, all surviving. Here, another barn. Look at this, another converted barn in there. If you can see that, look at that, rather beautiful Smith's barn. And what does that tell you about our amazing history in this country? That within, what, a mile square, not much more, there are a number of farms with a few fields.
There are dozens of barns.
Dozens of barns where they brought in the hay. And who were they serving? They were serving themselves and potentially the local community. Well, they had the river, which we will get to in a minute, coming up to the church now. And so they could send their wares up to London, but probably more likely down to Littlehampton, and then across to Chichester, maybe, or Bognor, probably. Look,
Dorset
we've
House
got blue
School that way.
flowers here coming out. Don't know what these are.
We should know. I'm sure we've been told a dozen times over the years. Dorset House School up there.
That's quite a posh school, I think. If we go up on the pavement here, we will get up to the church. And we'll have a little gander in at the church. So we're doing this in real time. I used to come down and edit and do lots of videos, and if I remember, I can try and find the link to my little walk around Bury, although I'm sure this is quite sufficient. Strolling along down these tiny windy roads, which were, it's funny because they're not obviously designed for parking cars, and yet horses and carts would have trundled
They
down
would
here.
absolutely fitted perfectly, wouldn't they?
We've got the graveyard on our left up here, the churchyard, I suppose. Never quite know whether you should call it a graveyard or a churchyard. I suppose as it is in the church's yard, that
Yeah.
is what it should be called, don't you think?
Churchyard full of graves.
Well, it is full of graves.
Oh, I suppose.
I mean, if it's a graveyard that's, if it's a
If it's
graveyard that's separate from the
that's
church.
what I was going to say. Yeah, then it's definitely a graveyard then.
Here we go.
So I think we're settled. It's a churchyard.
Churchyard. There we are. Look at that beautiful old church.
Oh, stunning.
That is a beautiful, lovely, with a brooch tower, with I don't know if they're ashlar shingles on the top, Horsham stone on the south. What looks like the south aisle.
Cuts an impressive figure, doesn't it?
Definitely. And some of these table tombs outside the door. Quite a smallish church. I wonder if it's open. Be lovely to see.
Ooh, we're in luck.
I'll just shut the
outer door.
The outer door so that the bats don't get, birds don't fly in, I think it is.
Birds. Did you say bats?
Bats, yeah. Here we go.
Easy mistake to make.
So this is nice for the English couple. And now that the spring is here, I mean, if only we were freer and you weren't so hindered with the children. I know I shouldn't really say that, but we would be able to just travel in the van and go places much further and more frequently, which is something we both desire.
Yes.
But beautiful church.
It's absolutely lovely.
I'm going to meet you down this side.
Small but lovely. This wooden... That's weird. It looks like it's got a panel that opens out.
Is that sort of like a pulpit? Yeah. Oh no, there's a pulpit on the left here, and here we go. Look, the main chancel with the altar and the east window. Beautiful Victorian painted windows, lead-lined window. What do you call them? Leaded glass.
Yeah.
I don't know what they call it. It's got a name.
Ah, beautiful ceiling.
Oops. I bodged that up, didn't I? And here the pulpit, ready to address the farmers and the labourers, with just the south arch and a simple nave, and there the wooden beams on the top of the tiled apex roof. Quite a tall apex. And here, what's this?
The
church
chest?
Chest, yeah. Presumably locked, is it?
Yeah, I should imagine. Yeah. Of course.
Which may have kept the old church records in the day.
Yeah.
It may well have something of value in there.
I love them because, I mean, how old the actual item itself is, on top of how old the trees were that made it. It's visceral history.
Well, let's get down to the river. We're 18 minutes into our video.
Okay. One moment. It's the font.
The font of all knowledge.
I love looking at the font lids. And this one, simple but pretty.
Yes.
Very lovely.
And can you move it away so we can see inside the... Is it heavy? Oh, look.
Complete with a little plug hole.
Lead-lined, I think. Is it lead-lined? It looks like it's lead-lined, or is it stone?
Lead.
Yes, lead.
It took me a moment to work out what I was sensing beneath my fingers. Lovely. After you.
And there we go, coming back. How magnificent.
I feel lucky that it was open.
Yeah.
Good.
Our friend Mark English, he enjoys going around churches in Surrey, but inevitably they're locked. Oh, here we are. A Mark English pose for our friend Mark.
Lovely.
So we're going to drop down these steps here.
Ooh, crikey. Could we just step down them instead?
Yeah, we can step down, what, instead of dropping?
Yeah. Berry Manor Trust Limited, private property. There is no right of way. Please respect our privacy.
We will, on this occasion. Through
Tree
here.
tried to have you, didn't it?
It's nice to have been here before because I'm a little bit familiar. The wind is picking up a bit. And then down here is the river. So it might be a bit boggy, but it's lovely to see the river.
Oh.
And there used to be a ferry, I believe, that would cross here, if I remember. I remember in my other video I'd done some research, so I knew what the hell I was talking about this time. Berry Wharf.
It's here for all parishioners to use and enjoy.
Fascinating history, busy with, transported with goods going to the River Arun, it says. And here we go, here's the last ferryman, 1931. Look at that, going across the river. And the Arundel, of course, is known to be one of the fastest rivers in England, actually. It's not particularly wide, although it's probably wider here than it is anywhere else. But yeah, one of the fastest flowing rivers. You wouldn't want to fall in.
No, definitely wouldn't want to fall in this one. Well, certainly not this bit.
So we're coming up here. So amazing place, really. And then looking over there, you can see we're looking east towards the South Downs. There's the river. The ferry was at one time here. There's a boat there that sort of almost represents the ferry. And in 1931, you could get across by ferry. Doesn't actually look any wider than it was, or narrower. But it does flood round here quite a bit.
The water's quite high today.
And all those, what do you call that, sedges, those reeds, or they're not reeds.
I've forgotten again.
Yeah, those tall grasses.
They have a name,
They do
and we
have
do
a
know the name, but it's buried.
Buried in one's head.
The backs of these buildings are amazing. There's this gorgeous stone staircase weaving down over there. You won't be able to see it on the GoPro, but I'm describing it to you.
Yeah, it's a wide-angle lens, and it doesn't show everything up too well, but let's show you what we can see anyway. Up and beyond. And for the last bit, we'll just wander back towards the van, but I'm aware that this is quite a long, meandering video. I hope you're enjoying it, though.
Getting out and about with us.
Very simplistic stuff. But what a place to live, Julia. If only we could afford to live here.
If only.
Is there a multi-million, well, a billionaire, really, you need, who can just spare a few pennies, a million, to buy a nice property? We'd all love that, wouldn't we?
Yeah.
We'd all love that.
Wouldn't we just?
It's an idyllic life for some. But thank goodness that there are people that can afford to stay on like this to keep these places going.
Yes, quite. I mean,
you know, it's very easy to be resentful of, oh blimey, excuse me about the wind. It is very easy to be resentful about people living in these beautiful places, but thank goodness they are here.
Yeah, they're preserving them. Look at this one.
This is absolutely amazing. Looks like some old Tudor house, doesn't it?
Yeah, that's almost the sort of thing you'd see in the Weald Downland Museum.
Yeah.
Spoonrising it. That's a gorgeous yew tree up there. Shame I didn't get a hug off that while we were up there.
And now this will just weave back to the van. Julia, I've thoroughly enjoyed this.
I have too. Thanks so much for bringing me in to the village.
What time is it? Have we got time for a cup of tea in the van and a bite to eat now?
I reckon we have. 11:45.
11:45,
we have plenty of time. We might even be able to crack open a pack of my bacon.
Oh, blimey. Bacon sandwich, eh? That would be nice. Should have bought some bread, shouldn't we?
Oh,
anyway,
yeah.
There we are. We're going to go and find the van. I know where it is, just up there. But thank you so much for watching this episode.
Hope you've enjoyed. We've enjoyed.
We have.
See you soon.
We'll see you on the next one. And who knows where we'll be, when we'll be, and what we'll be.
Yeah.
But we'll be a little bit older than we were today.
Just a smidgen.
Yes. Oh, here we go. What are these? We know the names of these, don't we?
These ones?
Yes, the yellow ones. We were
they're
told.
They're not marigolds.
No, they're not marigolds. They're not pansies. They're the ones that...
the name is not coming forth.
Ignorance is bliss, isn't it?
Linda is going to be having kittens right now.
She tells us every time. We look at them and we go, oh yeah, they're not chrysanthemum.
We should bang our heads together. Bang our heads together. Dunk.
I don't know why people bother watching this rubbish, because we don't know what we're talking about half the time.
No.
Cowslips?
No, but look, how cute is this? Cute little gate. Trespassers will be composted, apparently.
So, from Bury in Sussex, West Sussex, on the edge of the South Downs here, thank you for watching. We will see you on another one.
Take care, everyone. Bye for now.
Bye.